Cat's Diamond Painting. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've joined me here before. I'm here today to do an unboxing of one of my recent purchases, and I'm very, very excited about this one. But first of all, hello! It feels like I haven't filmed a video in ages, and that's because it actually has been a while. We're just coming towards the end of the Easter holidays, and oh, there's my cat sneezing in the background there, if you can hear that. Oh dear. Poor Xander. Yeah, sorry, this is a bit of a chaotic video start. Yeah, I filmed loads of videos before the Easter holidays came up to get ahead of myself. So I haven't actually filmed anything in ages, and it feels really nice to be back. So I am here today to film an unboxing from Craftibly, as you can see. I'm very excited to have discovered recently a way to buy certain products from the US and get them to me here in the UK just a bit cheaper. Craftibly is a company that I always wanted to try. And I do have one painting from them that I bought on a D-Stash group, and I unboxed on this channel a while ago if you're interested. But I've never been able to purchase from them directly because the shipping costs tended to be more than the actual item was. And I couldn't bring myself to pay that much for shipping. I've mentioned before that I wanted to try one of those shipping forwarding companies where you can consolidate your post within the US and then ship it all together and save on shipping. And that is what I've been doing. So I'm mentioning that now because I did use a service like that to buy this painting in a much more affordable way. I plan to do a whip and chat probably later on this week. And I'm going to go into a bit more detail there just to share, because I think other people who like me want to buy stuff from the United States and get it to the UK without breaking their bank on shipping, might be really interested to hear how I've got on. But anyway, that is how I have purchased this. So, as I say, Craftibly are a really nice company. They're one that I would love to buy from all the time if I could. They recently had some difficulties. They posted that they were having some financial problems and they were having a bit of a make it or break it sale. I did miss out on taking part in that, but it seems like it went well. And since then, they have had a couple of restocks. And this is one that came up where they sent around the details early in the week. And then I was like setting my alarm, like, I want to buy one. I've got a way to do it now that I'm using this shipping service. So I purchased for myself, I don't think I can fit it properly. You can just about see, and obviously I will show you more in a bit. This is The Watcher, and this is a painting by Katrina Koltes. I have two paintings based on her work from Diamond Art Club, which are A Leap of Courage that I unboxed with my Black Friday purchases, and then more recently Raised by Wolves, I think it's called. It's a lovely small round painting that I bought. Oh, and another one. I have a mystery painting from her as well. So I have three already. And I just really like her artwork style. So I was really excited to see that other companies stock her as well. And this one came up and oh, it's gorgeous. I just had to get it. So first of all, let's take a look at this. I don't know how this was packaged originally. I'm guessing that these came in a box together, but obviously they were repackaged for my shipping forwarding service. So what have I got in here? Let's see what all my bits and bobs are. So, ooh, this is probably an invoice. Let me just check that over here. Yeah. Okay, so that's my invoice on that side. And then on this side, we have a note. That's nice. It's a photocopied handwritten note, if that makes sense. So thank you so much for our support of the business. Arts and crafts have been a part of my life since I was little. I'm an art history major and Michael started out in graphic design. That's so interesting. To take something we love and make it a family business is a dream come true. Thank you for being a part of making that happen. Craftably yours, Amy, aka Crafty Wife. Oh, that is so lovely. What a nice touch. And let's see what else we've got in our toolkit. It comes in this lovely woven bag. I think I'd forgotten that for my last one. And that's really pretty. So let's see. Ooh. You'll also notice that this one comes in a poster tube. They used to send all their paintings in these, and recently they've stopped. But in this latest batch of stock, some of them did come that way. So I was quite chuffed that that one did come with a poster tube, because I think they're going to be really useful. So we have some lovely lilac tweezers. It was quite stiff to get off. I like those. We've got a couple of plates of sort of basic pink wax. That's fine. I'm just going to turn that over, because I sometimes find that this camera, if there's something that's written, it likes to focus on that. And then when I look over things, I realise that everything's slightly blurry. We have a basic pen and applicator. What am I talking about? Comfort grip. And that's got a 4-placer on the end. We have 2 rolls of washi tape. Oh, they're nice, actually. I like those. Washi tape is one of those things that the collector in me loves to get, even though I don't personally have much use for it. But I still really appreciate getting it. We have another thing of wax here. This one's in a nice little branded pot. Focus, focus, focus. There it is. And that's a nice thick plate of wax there. Not quite sure why I've got 2 different things of wax, but you can't say they're being stingy. And then I have, if I can get in, which I may not be, it's stuck down, that's why I was struggling. Okay, let me just pick that sellotape off. I have a cover minder. Ugh, goodness me. But as you can see, the magnet has actually broken off the back. So it's a nice little heart. And this does happen sometimes. It's not a big deal. I have super glue. I will stick that back on, and that will be as good as new. So, really nice little toolkit. Oh, I've missed a couple of things. I've got another 4-placer and a 7-placer. And then a purple sparkly tray. That's really sweet. It's a little bit on the shallow and flimsy side for me. I do like my trays to have deeper sides, because when I'm shaking diamonds, ones like this, they tend to go overboard a lot. But this is very typical for what you get in basic toolkits that companies send. And the fact that it's purple and sparkly to be a bit different, I like that a lot. Okay, let me get these things packed away. I was trying to squeeze everything into this then, and then remembered they actually came in a bigger pouch. So I'm going to put that all away as it was. And get stuck into my painting. So I think last time I ordered, well, not ordered from Craftibly, as I said, picked up a D-stash. I struggled to get into the tube. But these are really good. It's you can still buy the poster tubes from them, I believe. It's just that they don't do them as standard. And I imagine that's a cost-saving thing, because, I mean, these must have been pretty expensive. But it's really helpful to have a couple of them in. So they have a carry strap, and they do extend. So they will do for more than one size of painting. This one's fairly small, so it doesn't need to be extended. And if I just scroll the top off, first things first, I can show you the picture a bit better. So this is the Watcher, and as I said, it's a Katrina Koltes painting. Love, love, love the colours. I love the fox. I love the sort of abstract-y quality. I'm so excited about this painting. So, I think that's everything that was in there. So, it's come in this dust cover to keep it all nice and clean. Let me get in. Okay, so we've got some tape around here just to hold it together neatly. I'm gonna, yeah. I'm just gonna get my scissors so I can actually get through that. Right. Not sure what the easiest way is. I think I'm just gonna, snip along there and peel it off. So the canvas is a nice, soft, felty type material, or like a cottony, felty type background. I would say it's similar to the feel of newer Dreamer Designs paintings since they did the upgrade. The one with the diamond art, it's that kind of, it feels very fine and delicate, and yet it is also still quite sturdy. So that's a nice feel. I really enjoy that kind of canvas, where it's not so thick and heavy that you're kind of fighting with it. But it's also got just a touch of luxury, you know, it's not just plain plastic. So, let's see if I can tip the inner bits out. Anything else in there? Right. I'll put the canvas to the side to show you in a minute. I had a sneak of it then, and it's lovely. So we get a little sort of how-to booklet, which has got a welcome to the Craftibly family, how to diamond paint, some really nice instructions there, really helpful if this is your first painting. Accessory ideas, yeah, good suggestions. Okay, and here's a good description of what you get if you buy from Craftibly. So as I said, soft back canvas, poured glue. So the glue type on this canvas is poured glue, which means it's going to have a clear plastic cover, and it means it's a lot more, what's the word I'm looking for, forgiving than the alternative, which is double-sided adhesive. Max Luster diamond drills. I'm not sure what that means, but I like the sound of it. And then we've got a description of what we had in, I can't think straight for excitement, in the toolkit. And then extra thick chart cover. Is that going to be the plastic cover? A logbook sticker? Yeah. Exciting stuff. Licensed artwork. That's an important one to me. They are a company that goes for licensed artwork, which means that they pay artists for the right to use their work, and the artists will benefit from sales as well, and that's really important to me. Oh yeah, I forgot this. When I placed my order, I got an email afterwards saying we plant a tree for every order, which is a really cool touch. And there's a guarantee as well. They shipped really quickly as well. I think I bought it, I think it worked out about 5 o'clock PM UK time. So obviously it wasn't the end of the working day over in the US where this company's based, but they shipped it that same evening. So yeah, it got to my storage locker in the shipping company really, really quickly. And then I had to wait a bit to build up an order to send it over. So here's my drills. Oh, so nice. Yeah. So they come in little baggies, which is nice and helpful. And I can see some AB drills. I'll get those out and have a look at them in a bit. But I really like that colour palette. Lots of sort of dark blues and teals, and then these peachy colours to offset them. Oh, it's going to be stunning. I wonder how many colours there are. Let's find out. So, I'm just trying to flatten this out a bit. So, like many other quality companies, Craftibly includes stickers for the storage pots, as well as a little sticker here with the painting details reiterated on it, so that you can use this for your logbook. It's 20 by 20 inches. Now, I don't work in inches. They don't make any sense to me. But I think if I remember right, it was 51 by 51 centimetres, which makes it a sort of small to medium kind of painting. And we've got individual. Oh dear. Go back on holiday, Kat. You clearly need it. Individual sticky labels. They are rather large. Depending on the storage pots that you have, you may not be able to use this entire sticky label, but you could easily just cut part of it off. Like, you don't necessarily need to keep that number section, for instance. You could cut that off and then just have the symbol and the DMC or whatever you preferred. But the main point is we have individual sticky labels, which I really, really, really like. Loads of spares as well, which would be good if, for instance, any of these colours don't all fit in one storage pot and you want to mock up an extra label for the leftovers. I like that a lot. Okay, let's have a look at some of these colours in more detail. Oh, let me, 5 ABs we had there at the end here, and 41 colours in total. Not bad for a smallish painting. And there's going to be lots of sparkle. So let's have a look at some of them. I have heard very good things about Craftibly square drills. I have only got one other painting from them, and that one is a round painting. So this will be my first experience of a square painting from them. And I've heard that they're very nice quality and very neat and fit well together. So I'm excited to try them. I've got a tray ready so we can have a closer look at some of them. Look at this AB colour. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that gorgeous teal. Let's have a look at some of those in a tray. Okay, those are really nice quality ABs. Sometimes the coating on ABs feels a little bit stingy, but this is full on super sparkle. And you can see we've got 2 kinds of facets on the square drills, which is standard. There's only really Diamond Art Club that has them all matching in facets. But look how nicely they're lining up in the tray. I've only got a few in here, but I don't see any trash. They are lining up so neatly. Let's take a look at some others. Oh! I thought they were all out, but they weren't. My tray needs a wash. I use this tray like all the time since I bought it, which means that it's usually in need of a wash because it's it's usually got a bit of kind of wax and putty residue on it, making it a bit sticky. I need to give that a good scrub down tonight. Let's have a look at the other ABs. They're all at the end together here. So we have, let's try and zoom you in a bit so you can see them better. So we have pink, yellow, white, that lovely teal, and a paler pink. And they are super pretty. As I said, really nice quality. There's a fair amount too, considering this isn't a huge painting. Look, this is quite a big bag of white ABs. So I think they're going to be used quite liberally. Very pretty. I'll just get a couple of colours out of normal drills so we can take a look and see how the quality seems. Now, where's my 310? Is that at the end here? No, that's a dark blue. Ah, here it is. Okay, always a good test. What's the black drills, the 310 like? Let's find out. Okay, looking pretty good. They lined up neatly. I'm not seeing any tabs or sticky out bits, or even any holes or any of the sort of typical resin flaws. I mean, they'll be in there, like the drills aren't going to be perfect. But yeah, that looks really good. I can't see that as being problematic to work with at all. There's one over there with a slightly concave back, which is, you know, another sort of standard resin issue. But I think they look excellent quality, just like I've heard. And then because black ones are a little trickier to see in the tray. Oh, there's one that's determined to stay in there. Come on. Let's look at a paler colour as well. So let's look at this peachy colour. Okay, really nice. I see one there with a tab on it, but most of them look pretty perfect. So I think the drill quality is looking excellent. Of course, you never know for sure until you start placing them on a diamond painting, because the drill quality could be absolutely amazing. And then if the canvas proportions weren't right for the drills, oh, I'm spilling them everywhere. I really, really, really must wash this tray. That's why they're getting stuck. If the canvas proportions weren't right, you might then get popping or you might get gapping. But I have faith. I have heard such good things about the quality of Craftibly that I highly doubt that's going to be a problem. Right, let me put these away and then I will take a look at the canvas. Okay, I'm going to fold my canvas back on itself so I can get it to lie a little bit flat and show you better. Katrina Koltes is one of those artists. I just want to collect all her work. And it's so exciting to see that there's different companies doing it as well. It's a good chance to try out the art that I like with different companies' rendering styles and so on. Okay, here we are. Gosh, there's a bit of glare on that, isn't there? Let's see if I can adjust that at all. Nope, not very easily, I'm afraid. That needs flattening out a bit more. So yeah, apologies for that. I'm not quite sure why that's so bad tonight. But yeah, hopefully you'll be able to get a proper look at it as I move around. So here is the watcher. Let's show you the top part. And there it is. So first impressions, the canvas is beautifully clear. It's printed really, really nicely. Let's zoom in closer and take a look. So there's just a random section just to show you it's very, very clear. No problems there. I would say looking at this that the canvas looks a little faded compared to the original image. But when I look at the colours that we have to work with, I think that's very much going to be that the canvas colours are slightly off rather than the image, because these sort of pinky deep corals and peaches are very much what I see in the image of the fox. It's a little pale on the canvas, but that's fine. In some ways I quite like it when the canvas doesn't match the picture too directly. It means you get to really see the image popping out as you're going. Let's check the glue. Very, very sticky indeed. And yeah, this is a really thick, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. It feels like a very high quality cover over there. It's certainly not going to rip or tear. Okay, I've actually just opened my curtain. I think this is one of those rare occasions where the real light coming right through the window next to me is causing less of an issue than the lamp I usually film with. I'm not sure what that is. I don't know if it's something to do with this extra thick cover, but it just, yeah. All the light's bouncing off it and you can't really see anything. So, where was I? Here's our fox. Isn't he so cute? And yeah, I love all these sort of abstract swirls of colour down here and around here. And I think he is so, so adorable. Okay, so I am going to just pan over this a bit more closely so you can really see the detail, hopefully without any glare if I can manage it. And then I'll come back and pick out some of those details with you. So I want to try and pick out where some of those ABs go. So on our key at the bottom here, we've got our ABs. We have an N symbol for the pale pink. We have an O symbol for the white AB. We have a C for the sort of yellow AB, P for that dark pink, the sort of brighter one, and a tick for that lovely teal green that I was a bit obsessed with. So looking on the original canvas, I find it a little harder to pick out where ABs are when they're not all sort of numeric symbols. I just find those a bit easier to see, but I'll do my best. So the N for the pale pink, I can see quite a bit down here. Not too much of that elsewhere. Then the O for the white AB, there's quite a lot of that one. So I see that sprinkled fairly liberally through the fox. Lots and lots. I mean, the fox has white bits in amongst the orange bits of his fur, and those tend to be white. So that's going to really accent him beautifully. There's also some of the O symbol in the moon and around here in this part of the moon, and just all over the place. So that one there's a lot of. Then the C, which is the yellow symbol, or the symbol for the yellow AB that is, again, plenty of that in this moon here and up on this part of the moon. The P, oh, where's that bright pink one that's going to pop out? Oh, some down here, in this section down here, little pop of it here, and then up here in the moon. And the tick symbol, again, there's a fair amount of that one. Sections of it just round and about, quite a lot round here. Yeah, I'd say that one's been used fairly liberally too. So I think the main places that I'm going to see ABs is in the moon, which you'd expect, because, you know, what else is going to be glowier in a painting like this than the moon, and also just bringing out all the details of the fox's face. Beautiful. And then I would say this is largely going to be a confetti piece. It is only, as I said, 51 by 51 centimetres, I believe, or 20 by 20 inches, if your brain can work out what that is. Mine certainly can't. So I'm not too worried about that, but yeah, there's a lot of detail. I think that's quite typical of Katrina Koltes's work anyway, so that's no surprise. But all these sort of abstracty, swirly bits around here, and then of course the fox, because he's got lots of lines of colour going through his fur. So that's going to take a bit of work, but it will be so worth it. There's a little bit more colour blocking opportunity up in the top here. Not very much though. I wouldn't say that this is one that someone who really, really hates confetti would necessarily enjoy. I think his eyes are just gorgeous. They're so beautiful and almost like human-like. They're just really, really expressive. You can see even just in the rendered canvas, they come out really lovely. So that is the Watcher, my first direct purchase from Craftibly, and as I say, I was very pleased with the experience. It all went smoothly, and yeah, I was really, really chuffed to be able to buy from them. There are a couple of other Katrina Kolteses that they have, I believe. I'm not exactly sure what is going on with them now. I think when they restock, things go out of stock again quite quickly, so you just really need to sign up to their emails and watch the site quite closely if you want to catch one of these. And I don't know if this is a painting that will be being restocked or not. I don't think it was listed as a final edition one, but I'm just not sure with what their status is on these things at the moment, you know, how certain you can be about these things. But I'm sure if you're interested in it, you could drop their customer services a call and they'd be able to let you know. So there we have it. Thank you very much for watching this unboxing today. Yeah, and I will be back again soon. If you have enjoyed this video, please do consider liking it and subscribing so you can catch future uploads. As I say, in my next video, which will be a whip and chat, I'm going to go into a bit more detail about the post forwarding service that I signed up to and how that all works, or how it has worked for me so far across the 2 orders I've used it for. So yeah, follow that if you want to know more about that. And yeah, I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.